Fred Miller with Hilltop Farms in Willow Springs. Now, my wife grew up here on this farm, and we've been married about 23 years and been living here the last 18 of them. She does the horse boarding business. She tends to that, and I tend to the produce side of it. This farm has been in her family for over 300 years. 10 years ago, I read an article in the N&O about CSAs and in organic farming, and particularly in North Carolina. It just spoke to me. Light bulb went off, and I said, "That's what I'm going to do." And we started that spring, but didn't have a whole lot of success with it the first year. I think we had 2 members the first year, and 7 members the second year, and 16 members the third year. But I was just part-time then. I still had a day job, so that was nights and weekends. And we started selling at the Fuquay Farmers Market. And that started the 4th year. January 2002 is when I quit my day job and started doing this full-time. So we're in our 7th season full-time. We have 160 members, and a lot of those split with other families, so we probably are feeding over 200 families a week. This was a conventional tobacco farm with soybeans and sweet potato rotations and whatnot. But no, when I started organically. When you sell to you at a farm stand or farmer's market or to a CSA, you can tell the people how it's grown. But if you're going to pack it up and ship it to Eco or Whole Foods or what have you, that certification, goes along with it to give the consumer confidence in how it was grown. Eco allows me to sell my surplus. We try to grow more than the CSA is going to need, but we kind of take care of them first, and then what we got, if we know we're going to have more, then we'll sell that through Eco. So it's a great avenue to, not let anything go to waste. Well, one of the things that's tough, you ask about Eco, is predicting, being able to look at your field on Monday and determine what you're going to have to sell on Wednesday, especially when you throw the CSA mix in there. You have to figure, well, how fast is that going to ripen? What's it going to weigh? How many am I going to be able to pick? How many are the CSA going to eat? And how much can I tell Eco that I'm going to have, 3-4 days from now? That's been the toughest part for me, is estimating. But you get better at it. You get a feel for it. Without question, the most fulfilling part comes from customers or CSA members when they come back and say, "Oh, what peppers I got from you last week were wonderful," or "That was the best strawberries we've ever eaten," or "That was the greatest lettuce," whatever, and when they tell you, "Thank you for doing this, thank you for being an organic farmer, thank you for providing this food for us," sure, they pay for it and they, thank you with their money, but, when they go the extra step to, thank you again, that makes it all worthwhile. I was in the office equipment business for 20 years, and no one ever came up and said, "Thank you for being a copier salesman," "Thank you for selling me this fax machine." So it's rewarding. People are more connected to their food than, probably anything else. And, if you can satisfy people that way with food, that's rewarding. I'm where I need to be. We're in it for the long haul. Oddly enough, farming suits me. It's like what I was born to do, I think. I was born